Here's check on stories we're following for you today on Robin Hood Radio. Region 1 families and staff were advised yesterday that a teacher at Sharon Center School tested positive for the coronavirus on October 19th. In consultation with the Sharon Health Department Region 1 medical advisor, according to CDC guidelines, Sharon Center School Middle School grades 5 through 8 closed through Thursday, October 29th, so that impacted students and staff can appropriately quarantine. In-person classes will resume Friday, October 30th. Sharon Center School Middle School students will begin distance learning Wednesday, October 21st. The school middle school teacher is an individual who has had significant contact with middle school students, but limited contact with other middle school staff, and no contact with elementary school students and staff. All significant contacts of the COVID-19 positive person have been notified and instructed to quarantine for 14 days. Meanwhile, State Representative Maria Horn gave us an update on Gear Village. The staff test results are in, which resulted in one additional positive also in the assisted living dementia unit, where 9 of 11 positive resident tests organized. The 2 other resident positives reported earlier were from a married couple in an independent apartment. Gear Village will be doing another round of testing this week of both residents and staff. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont plans to revise the standards for determining if travelers from other states with high COVID-19 rates must quarantine upon arrival in Connecticut. Lamont and top aides explained the metrics for the travel advisory are being changed because the current ones apply so broadly that visitors from almost all 50 states are subject to its requirements as COVID-19 spreads in much of the U.S. At this time, the regional policy developed in conjunction with New York and New Jersey applies to states that either have more than 10 cases per 100,000 residents or higher than a 10% positive test rate on a rolling 7-day average. With a net gain of 17,000 jobs in September, Connecticut economies recovered 60% of its jobs lost in the COVID-19 pandemic. That from the State Department of Labor on a 4-month of job gains, but the rate of job growth continued to slow after June's gain of over 77,000 jobs. Gone are the days of single-use plastic bags in New York grocery stores and retailers. The state's long-awaited plastic bag ban is being imposed beginning today after being stalled since March, according to the state. The Department of Environmental Conservation said it would begin enforcing the ban, meaning any store offering plastic bags moving forward would face fines. Enforcement of the law passed by the state legislature in March of 2019 and signed into law was delayed in part because of a lawsuit brought by the plastic bag industry, Polypack Industries, of Long Island. In Massachusetts, a handful of lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have asked that the Massachusetts marijuana regulations scrap the proposed delivery license that would let operators buy marijuana wholesale from cultivators and manufacturers, store it in a warehouse, and deliver it to consumers at home. The Cannabis Control Commission is expected this morning to consider feedback and hold a final discussion about its draft delivery policy, which would create 2 distinct delivery license types: a limited delivery license that would allow an operator to charge a fee to make deliveries from licensed retailers and dispensaries, and a wholesale delivery license. In Germantown, the Germantown Telephone Company is seeking a mortgage tax exemption on a $15 million project that will bring high-speed internet to parts of rural Columbia County. The company had to take out an additional $4 million loan in July for the added cost of replacing existing utility poles that are not suited for the fiber optic cables needed for the project. The $4 million loan came from the Rural Telephone Finance Cooperative through the New York State Department of Public Service. Better said, 2,600 utility poles have to be replaced for the 293 miles of fiber optic cable. A story by Ruth Epstein in the Republican American. Frustration nowadays comes in the form of dropped Zoom meetings and cell phone calls that can't be made. A group in Cornwall has come together to determine how to bring fiber optic network to town, acknowledging the goal can be challenging in a town with rural homes spread far and wide. Members of the Internet Expansion Committee said connectivity is necessary to make the town more vibrant. The Town of Sheffield CDBG Designer Selection Committee has a meeting. That is coming up tonight at 4 p.m. It's a virtual meeting. In Sharon, the Sharon Housing Authority has their meeting at 5 p.m. At 7:30 tonight in Cornwall, it's a Zoom meeting for the Board of Selectmen. The Kent Board of Finance has a meeting tonight at 7 o'clock. That is a Zoom meeting. There are flu shops that will be available October 21st and 28th from 9 till 3 at Salisbury Visiting Nurse Association in Salisbury. The flu clinic will be held outside, weather permitting. Wear a mask. For more information, 860-435-0816. Stockbridge Library presents online poetry, Medicine for the Soul, featuring Jessica Fisher. That is tomorrow at 1 o'clock at the Stockbridge Library Museum and Archives. It is once again via Zoom. Go to their website for more information. In Cornwall on the 21st from 10 to 11:45, Mark Scarborough series on Wallace Stevens. It's a Zoom meeting. Then at 4:15, the Cornwall Board of Education with a Zoom meeting. In Sharon, the Conservation Commission meets on Wednesday at 6:30. The Kent Pumpkin Run virtually starts October 22nd, 23rd, 24th, or 25th. There is a cost to participate, $20. It's a virtual cost, okay? You go to kentpumpkinrun.com and register. Region 1 Board of Education has a policy subcommittee meeting coming up on Friday at 11 o'clock. That is via Zoom. North Canaan Board of Selectmen have approved a community cleanup day. That'll be held the 24th, starting at 9 a.m. in the North Canaan Town Hall parking lot. Sign up by emailing selectmen@northcanaan.org. All you need to bring is your will to make North Canaan a better place. Trash bags, gloves, and other supplies will be sponsored by the North Canaan Hub. The Jack O Library Contest is happening in conjunction with the Hotchkiss Library of Sharon and Sharon Audubon Center on October 24th. There'll be a display of pumpkins from dawn until dusk, Saturday the 24th through Sunday, November 8th, with special extended hours, 8:30 on the opening day for nighttime glowing fun. Hope Rising Farm has their first annual open barn day coming up on the 24th, the rain date the 25th. Barn activities 12 to 3, the tag sale from 9:30 till 4. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgans at the Interlaken, interlakenin.com, and by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. Dow Jones Industrial Average starts off today at 28,195.42, the NASDAQ at 11,478.88, and the S&P 500 at 3426.92. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.